Hey there YouTube. So in this video I wanted to cover the IRS Form 1122. This is a form you would file for a corporate taxpayer if you want to include subsidiary C Corps in a consolidated return. So just a quick example of what this might look like from a structural perspective. If we look at a sample structure chart here, we have at the top here we have a parent company. So Parent Company Inc., this is a for-profit Delaware corporation. It's treated as a C Corp by default, and it has not filed an S Corp election, right? So this company files a Form 1120 tax return every year, and it pays corporate income taxes on its profits. Now, the parent company owns 100% of these three entities, right? So they've got Division 1 LLC and Division 2 LLC. These are 100% owned LLCs. And so by default, these are single member LLCs that are disregarded for tax purposes. So these two entities, because they're flow through, they're DREs, all of the income and expense in these two entities just automatically gets looped in and reported on this corporate tax return up here, right? This Form 1120. But this company is a different story, right? So this parent company sets up a subsidiary company. Again, it's a Delaware for-profit corporation, and it's treated as a C Corp for federal income tax purposes, right? Again, this is a for-profit corp, and it's not filing any S Corp election. So this company, as its own C Corp, is actually required to file its own Form 1120 tax return, right? So this company should be filing a Form 1120 tax return. It pays taxes here at this level, and then any dividend distributions can be distributed up to the parent company, right? Instead, what this company is going to want to do is they're going to file this 1122 to consolidate these operations with this one, right? And so by doing that, you eliminate the need to prepare a Form 1120 tax return down here, and the earnings are reported up here instead, right? So these are the two C Corps, and so how does this look like when we actually fill out the form? Well, at the top here, we're filling out the information for the subsidiary company. So we have Subsidiary Company Inc., the EIN, and the mailing address of the company. And then the parent company that is going to file the consolidated return is listed here, right? So we have Parent Company Inc., and then the parent company's EIN. The form needs to be signed by an officer of the subsidiary corp. So a lot of times it's kind of the same person, right? So the CEO or a director of the parent company is likely also named as a CEO or director of the subsidiary. So that person should sign, date, and enter their title here. Now this authorization needs to be attached to the parent company's consolidated return for the first year that they consent to the election, right? So very, very important just procedurally to make sure this is completed, signed, and attached to the filing before you submit it. Okay, so that covers it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below on the video, and happy to answer any questions I can. Thank you.